The following message is being broadcast at the request of NASA and the President of the United States. A meteorite with a width of about 2 miles is expected to impact the United States within the next hour. At this time, the meteor is expected to strike near the city of Kansas City, Missouri. The meteorite also has the potential to break apart and impact multiple locations. All residents in the radius of this alert must take immediate shelter. The best place to shelter would be on the lowest floor of a building in a room with no windows. While the impacts from a direct strike are unavoidable, you can protect yourself from the after effects of the impact. If the meteorite is expected to strike near your location, try to get away as fast as possible. If there isn't enough time to evacuate, take shelter in the closest available structure away from windows in the outside. Even if you are not in the direct path of the impact, falling debris or the blast wave from the resulting explosion can still impact you. Everyone in coastal regions is urged to evacuate if possible, due to water being pushed inland from the blast. If you are already inland, it is advised you shelter in place until further notice. This message will repeat until new information is available. Repeating, a meteorite with a width of about 2 miles is expected to impact the United States within the next hour, and is expected to land somewhere in or around Kansas City, Missouri. The following message is being broadcast at the request of NASA and the President of the United States. This is a mass casualty situation. A meteorite with a width of around 2 miles has made impact in Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, and the area 200 miles around it have been completely obliterated. Cities such as Wichita, Lincoln, Omaha, St. Louis, and many others are gone. Unfortunately, this event is not over. The blast wave is currently traveling through areas near the impact at high speeds. Buildings are expected to be leveled, and widespread fires are expected. Anyone around 600 miles of Kansas City is expected to feel the impacts of the blast wave over the next hour. The force of the shock wave is expected to cripple structures, and may destroy older buildings. Debris kicked up from the impact is expected to begin falling from the sky shortly, and will rain down on cities over the coming hours, and even days. Falling debris could reach as far as the Canadian border, the Gulf Coast, the eastern seaboard, and the west coast. These pieces of debris may be small enough to damage a car or roof, or big enough to cause an explosion that could wipe out multiple city blocks. It is advised that you shelter in place until further notice. If you must go out, wear a face mask and some form of protection for your eyes, as soot and other hot debris from the explosion could give you severe burns. This message will be repeated until new information is available. The following message is being broadcast at the request of NASA and the President of the United States. Over the past few days, many areas in the central United States have felt the direct impacts of the meteor that impacted Kansas City, Missouri, a week ago. Reports of other natural phenomena have occurred in other parts of the country as well. Earthquakes have been reported along fault lines in California, and a tsunami was reported on the west coast of Florida. Many areas around the country have also experienced highly acidic acid rain. Reports have come in that paint has been peeled off of houses and cars, and much of the natural wildlife in these areas have been killed. Over the coming weeks, It is expected that the average temperature will fall well below what is average for this time of year. This is due to materials such as soot being kicked up into the atmosphere due to the impact. This may result in frigid temperatures in northern regions, and crop failures around the country. Try to preserve as much food as you can. This is going to be a difficult situation, one that lasts for a very long time. Though this is a difficult time, we will get through this as a nation. Stay safe, and be there for each other when possible. Stay tuned to local news media and broadcast stations for updates on this ever-evolving situation.